Hare Krishna. Summary of Canto 4, Chapter 30. The activities of the Prachetas. Maitreya earlier started narrating the activities of the Prachetas, who were the son of Prachina Barhi, who learned how to satisfy the Supreme Lord by chanting the Rudragita. Now, in this chapter, Vidura wanted to hear the rest of the story and their achievements in satisfying the Lord. So Vidura asked questions to Maitreya about the Prachetas. He asked, what did the Prachetas achieve by satisfying the Supreme Lord with the Rudragita? Certainly, they were transferred to the spiritual world, but what did they obtain within this material world? When Maitreya heard these questions, he was very satisfied and he began to answer. He said, the Prachetas underwent austerities in the ocean and they satisfied Vishnu by chanting the Rudragita. The eternal, beautiful Supreme Lord appeared in front of the Prachetas after 10,000 years and he mitigated their austerities by his soothing beauty. He appeared in a beautiful 8-armed form with weapons in each hand. His transcendental body was covered by yellow garments, Kaustubha mani, garland, and his effulgence dissipated the darkness of the entire universe. He wore a dazzling crown and he was surrounded by sages and demigods. Garuda, who is his carrier, glorified him with Vedic hymns by flapping his wings. With a merciful glance, the Lord mercifully addressed all these surrendered Prachetas. He said, my dear sons of the king, I wish you all good fortune. Now you can ask me a benediction. All of you are engaged in one occupation, which is devotional service. So I'm very, very pleased with your friendly relationships. The unity of the individual souls attempting to satisfy the Supreme Lord or rendering service to the Lord is actually real unity. So the Lord was very, very pleased with their unity and he told, those who remember you, the Prachetas, every evening will develop very close friendships with their brothers and all living entities. And those who glorify me with this Rudra Gita will receive my benediction to fulfill all their desires and attain good intelligence. Because you have accepted with pleasure and executed with faith the orders of your father, your attractive qualities will be celebrated all over the world. You will soon have a famous son whose progeny will fill all the 3 worlds. An Apsara by the name Pramlocha previously united with Kandu Maharishi and gave birth to a daughter named Marisha, whom she left in the care of trees. When the child Marisha cried, Chandra poured nectar into her mouth with his finger. So, now marry this daughter of the trees and create progeny. You being devotees and being very obedient to your father, this girl is actually very perfect for you because she will be very dedicated to you and both of you, all of you will be of compatible nature to her. So therefore, she should be the wife of all of you. Now, generally a woman cannot have many husbands, although a man is known to have many wives. However, under a special case, a girl is allowed to have multiple husbands provided she is able to treat all her husbands equally like Draupadi. So with the blessings of the Lord, all things are possible. So therefore, the Lord told the Prachetas they all should accept this one girl by the name Marisha. So he told them that you should also enjoy all the facilities of this world and heaven with full bodily strength and without any hindrance for millions celestial years. Eventually, you will develop unadulterated bhakti to me, and freed of all material contamination and attachment, you will surely go back to Godhead. So the Lord told the Prachetas to actually enjoy earthly pleasures which are equivalent to hell and unfavorable for bhakti. Why did he force them to do that? Because he understood that generally the devotees are not entangled. The devotees understand the Lord as the ultimate enjoyer and offer results to the Lord. They only discuss topics about the Lord. So they are unaffected by the results of action through family life. So confidently, the Lord told him that they can stay for many, many years. The qualities of the devotees who are engaged in bhakti are that they are never bewildered, they never lament, they are not unnecessarily jubilant, and they have all increasing auspicious qualities. After the Lord had spoken nicely to the Prachetas began offering their prayers with faltering voices in ecstasy. They said, "O my Lord, you are endowed with all auspicious qualities. Your presence relieves all material distresses. You have all auspicious qualities, and your holy name is the solution to everything in this world. No one can perceive you easily with just their material senses. You are pure, you are peaceful, and you are fixed in your Swarupa. You make the material world of duality appear meaningless. Your appearances as Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva are meant for creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this cosmic manifestation." And then they glorified the Lord with furthermore prayers. They said, "The Lord, you exist completely independent from all material influences. You take away the devotee's misery. Your brain works only to deliver the conditioned souls. You live everywhere as the Paramatma, and you increase the influence of all kinds of devotees. From your abdomen sprouts a lotus flower, the origin of all living entities. You're always decorated with a lotus garland. Your feet are as beautiful and fragrant as a lotus. Your eyes are like lotus petals. Your wonderful garments are yellow, like the saffron dust of the lotus, and you are all pervasive, and you are the supreme witness. To deliver the conditioned souls from their miserable condition, you mercifully advent in this form. What then can be said about your mercy upon devotees whom you are always so favorably disposed to? You are the killer of inauspicious things. Being compassionate on your pure devotees, you appear as the Archavigraha. As a super soul, you know the desires of every living entity and you fulfill all their desires." The Lord then said that we are satisfied with your prayers. They said, "We are satisfied that your Lordship is the ultimate goal of our lives. We do not desire anything other than your satisfaction." But then the Lord asked the Prachetas to pray for some benediction. So the Prachetas said, "We shall pray for another benediction because you are the ultimate supreme, unlimited supreme, and you are beyond all transcendence with endless opulences." So the Lord actually indicated to the Prachetas that they should ask for many boons as much as they wanted. And the Prachetas, they said that we have already taken shelter of your lotus feet. A bee that has approached a parijata tree does not want to leave it. But the Prachetas said, as long as we wander in this world because of our actions contaminated by Maya, we want the association of devotees who discuss your pastimes life after life. Now the Lord might have said, you said you were contaminated by Maya, and to conquer Maya, you pray for devotee association. Then why don't you just ask for liberation? But the Prachetas said, even a moment's association of a pure devotee cannot be compared to being transferred to heavenly planets or even merging into the Brahman effulgence in complete liberation. The four effects of hearing Krishna Katha from pure devotees is that one has no hankering, no envy, no fear, and Narayana himself is personally present. The Prachetas told the Lord, your devotees wander and purify even holy places, so they please those who are afraid of material existence very easily. By a moment's association of Lord Shiva, we attained you, the expert physician capable of treating the incurable disease of material existence. Being ignorant, we do not know the process of pleasing you. You should be pleased with whatever we have done randomly. All our spiritual assets are offered only for your satisfaction. Even great yogis and mystics cannot fully understand your glories, yet they offer prayers according to their capacity. Similarly, we are also just trying to offer some prayers according to our capacity. You're the Supreme Lord. You're equal to everyone, never contaminated. You are transcendental. You live everywhere and you're always situated in a transcendental position. The Lord, who's affectionate to the surrendered souls and who's filled with vigorous strength, purified the Prachetas as they were offering prayers. They could not satisfy their eyes enough by looking at him. Although they didn't want him to go, the Lord eventually had to depart. He showed his detachment right there and he departed. The Prachetas, after some time, emerged from the sea and they saw that they were tall trees, and all these tall trees had overgrown and they were spread through the entire earth, and they were even obstructing the heavens. Wanting to clear the earth for agriculture, they became angry and emitted fire from their mouths. Brahma saw these burning trees and came to pacify the Prachetas using logic. Eventually, the Prachetas married Marisha, who was given to them by the trees under the advice of Brahma. From her, Daksha took birth due to his previous offense to Lord Shiva. So in his second birth, Daksha, the same Daksha, in the Chakshushman mantra, he created all the living entities. Daksha means expert. So being expert in fruitive activity, Brahma engaged Daksha in generating and maintaining the living entities. Later on, Daksha engaged other Prajapatis as well. So this Daksha was the son of the Prachetas, and Daksha further was responsible for populating the entire universe. So this ends the summary of Canto 4, Chapter 30. The activities of the Prachetas. Hare Krishna.